Right now, the radar showing some activity down in the Florida Keys as that easterly flow continues here around the southern tip of the state. And there's enough moisture to support some showers there along the Overseas Highway between Key Largo and Marathon. We are dry. So parents, if you're heading to school to drop the little ones off today, it looks smooth for parent drop off and even pickup later on this evening. We shouldn't see much at all. Just a 20% chance of rain. We still need a little, just over or under a 20th of an inch yesterday. 0.18 there in Fort Myers, 0.19 in Naples, almost uniform across the board. And we're keeping our year-to-date deficit around 10 inches, both in Punta Gorda and Fort Myers. And the forecast today going to be a dry one. You see that east-northeasterly breeze continuing here. And lunchtime is dry. 3 o'clock, just a couple of very small showers. So again, I think almost everyone is going to be dry here today. And it's kind of unusual to be talking about almost a completely dry forecast here in the mid to late parts of August. Our temperatures mid to upper 70s with some 80s along the coastline, and we are forecasting a high temperature of 95 today. Sunset time comes at 7:58. Now that reading of 95 is hot, but not the record that was last year. 97 set back in 2022. So as we look at the setup, you've got Tropical Storm Harold, which formed overnight heading towards the Texas coastline. You combine that with the ridge of high pressure to our north, and it's going to keep that east to westerly flow across the state, and it's dragging a little dry air in place as well. All the deep tropical moisture will go with Harold. So as we look at our forecast here for this afternoon, you can see how isolated those showers and thunderstorms will be. And then tomorrow we're looking at maybe a 30 to 40% as we get a little moisture back in, and then it'll come up near 50% as we get towards Thursday. In the tropics, the newly formed tropical storm, which happened overnight, is Harold. Winds of 45 miles per hour as it's about 155 miles east-southeast of Mansfield, Texas. This one is moving at a pretty good clip west-northwest there at 18, and it will quickly dissipate there over northern Mexico, right there around the Texas border over the next day or two. We've also got Tropical Storm Franklin. This one is not moving very quick at all. It is meandering northwest at 3 miles per hour. Right now, the winds are at 50, but this storm is going to move north over Hispaniola and eventually will strengthen to a hurricane as we get towards next weekend. And as it moves north over the Atlantic here, a pretty vigorous hurricane. Some of the models showing a major as it moves closer to Bermuda. One we don't have to worry about, Tropical Depression Gert. This one is likely to dissipate at any moment, so this could be the last advisory on this storm as it's going to dissipate there near the Lesser Antilles. Now elsewhere in the tropics, there are two other areas we're watching. Not real concerned about this one as it moves north, and one a little closer to the Cabo Verde Islands has a 60% chance. Tropics, like a light switch, have come to life here over the last couple of days. We'll stay in the mid-90s all the way through the rest of the weekend. Rain chances do come up here Sunday and Monday. We'll be back near 60%.